What's going on, guys? So we're here in Venice, California at Venice Beach. We're gonna do some cardio, bring you guys on the journey. Here's the thing, it's like, you know, I don't do that much cardio. I do mostly like steady state stuff at the gym, some treadmill, some Stepmaster, but we live in California. The beach is right there. We might as well do some cardio there. So I'll see you on the walk. So what's going on, guys? So we've been doing about a few minutes on, a few minutes off, light jog into a walk. How you doing, bub?
Doing good. You okay?
And helicopter overhead. They're looking for us, but gotta keep this jog going. I'll see you in the car. So exciting news, we're back home and we had some packages come in. So I'll show you them in a second. Ta-da! Yes! Grill and griddle, both at once. Look at this. So I want to preface this. I think it's preface is the actual word, but our oven's been broken for like the last month since we moved in, and we have been cooking nothing but microwaved eggs and on the grill outside, which is nice because you get that nice charcoal grill feeling. But it's a pain in the ass when you're trying to actually cook things in high capacity, especially eggs. So this is going to be our new thing, and we'll show you what we had in the other box too. Booyah. Diamondized snickerdoodle, if you can read it, you guys can't. Snickerdoodle way. And the reason why I got this, even though Lindsay and I are in prep, and we can't eat them, is because it came with a free box of chocolate peanut butter protein bars. But now, eat some food and go get some work done. Okay, so we ended up not going out. We actually set up the Wi-Fi here. Did work here. What I'm gonna do is open up this sucker, so we're gonna cook some food. So let's check this thing out. So the cool thing about these is it heats up everything on it, so all you're gonna do is slap on your actual pieces and put them in there. I'll do that when I'm not talking to you. And then you heat it up here, and it collects the heat, cooks easily, and it collects all the grease on the bottom. So for those of you guys who are living in a place like this, I think it's a perfect fit, and it makes it really easy for you to prep on the go. Also, general hint, spray a little bit of Pam on there. These things will get dirty pretty fast. You have to make sure you maintain them, so you want to be able to clean them fast, clean them easy. But let's throw some burgers on there. Alright guys, so we just ate. We actually took a little nap. Don't underestimate the importance of a small pre-workout nap if you are tired. We've both been having a pretty busy days with all the check-ins, calls, and everything and the like since we moved here. So pre-workout naps for about a half an hour, 20 minutes before you go to the gym. Set your alarm and get up. Once you get up, you'll be ready to go. I'm gonna be honest, I'm in the zone already, so this is gonna be a great quad workout. I'll walk you through it. I'll show you how I train, but more importantly, it's gonna be intense. So let's do this. So what's going on, guys? So I'm gonna start and do the actual video voiceover while watching it with you guys, so I can kind of be in there. You guys can see me, and it makes it a little bit more productive than just doing a voice. But starting with quad extensions, it's really important that when you do quad extensions, don't just kick the weight, don't just, you know, move your legs back and forth. You need to be in a practical manner of hitting your quads and not just moving weight. I'm supersetting this with air squats, just trying to pump as much blood into my quads as possible. As you can see, it's really important that you keep your chest up and sink into your hips. For those of you guys who struggle with hip mobility, doing something like this or doing goblet squats is a very productive movement to add into your sets. So that's something you should think about doing along the way. And like I said, going back to quad extensions, I want you guys to see this because this is the last set of the quad extensions. Whenever you progress in weight, progress in sets, the first set should always be the easiest, and then the last one you should do it as hard as you can. Hard as you can, go all out and just push that last set to the maximum potential that you have. Obviously don't put yourself in a bad position, but feel it out. This is my last set of squats. Last week I got 6 plates for 8 reps, 10 reps, something like that. And so I didn't go much heavier because I wanted to focus on my form still, keeping good depth, but I added an extra 5. And you get into a place where every time you go to the gym, you should push harder, push harder, push harder. And the more that you can push, the further you can go. It's gonna be a building block for you to go into the next week. I think that some people, they struggle to get results because they don't actually get into the gym and push. With this squat, I like the machine because I can focus on my quads a little more, but you can see I'm going down as far as I can, I'm hitting that point and I'm driving it up. That's what you need to focus on when you're actually doing these movements, especially your compound movements. I try to do it, so everything I'm doing right now is a superset. So I'll do the quad extensions into the squats, I'll do the squats into lunges like right now, and my goal is with lunges to be able to not even move. I want the lunges to be painful, I want them to be very intense, and I want to be pushing so hard on that first movement that it's hard to even get that second movement down. Now with lunges, trying to do about 20 reps per leg. As you see it kind of fall in there. But pushing each one, really feeling the tension in my quads. A lot of times people just move through these motions, but I think of this as more as a stretch and to just kind of push my hip flexors a little bit more. Moving on to leg press. Leg press is really interesting because a lot of people are either one of two ways. They're afraid to do too much weight because they're going to think that they're going to hurt themselves because they've seen the disgusting videos on Facebook that just people are just handling too much weight that they shouldn't be doing, or they're putting too much weight on because it's really easy to do a lot of weight. As you can see here, I'm trying to bring my legs as close to my stomach as I can. Trying to get good depth and trying to really squeeze my quads. That's what's important. It's not, exercises are not just movements. You're taking machines, you're taking weights, you're using them as tools to target certain muscle groups. So when you're doing something like a leg press, that's what you need to focus on. That's what you're really trying to accomplish. Here, I'm supersetting leg press with bench step-ups. And so this is something where I try to just keep the pump moving into my quads, and I kind of act as more of like a small jump. I'm trying to just feel that tension in my inner quads and hit it from there. But I'm gonna go cut to the video, so I'm gonna let you guys watch these last two, and I'll talk to you guys at the end of the video. So we're pushing really hard today, as you can see. The goal on each last set of the exercise is to have that set be as hard as possible, to push as hard as possible, and have that one set be the hardest set of the whole thing. Hey, we're not done training, you can't do that. But so, this is the last leg press set. So going with 8 plates, trying to get this for at least 10 reps and really going as deep as possible. So it's about quality reps, making that last set count, pushing as hard as we can. that is a wrap. I am an emo rocker. Can't get my hair on my face. But great leg day today. Bub, how was your training?
It was really good. Very productive. I should look at the camera, not you.
It's okay.
It was really good.
Guys, I have to tell you something. And I haven't wanted to address it on here yet because I wasn't sure of how to do it, but isn't she so pretty? But so now we're gonna go back home, gotta eat, and I'm gonna talk to you guys in un momento. So we just got back home, we ate our post-workout meal, went and got some groceries, and now it's time to go to bed. And so there's a couple things I want to talk to you guys about. The first thing is that you might be saying to yourself, Brian, you wear the same shirts all the time. You always have the BP Fitness Progress Over Perfection shirt or the Give It All shirt on. I'm going to give you guys the opportunity to get these shirts too because I still have some on hand, some of the sizes, and I want to pretty much make it so that more than anything that my message spreads, and so that's what I'm going to do with the shirts. So if you guys want the shirts, they're going to be 30% off. When you guys watch this, they're going to be 30% off for the next 3 days. All you have to do is use the code PICKFIT. If you use the code PICKFIT, that will give you 30% off on the website. I'll link that down below, but you can get your shirts. Standard shipping and handling rates are going to apply, and they're pretty much streamlined straight across the board. But there's one more thing I really want to talk to you guys about. And so I want to do history lessons. I want to talk history and important dates, but today's already been an important date of significance. And I'm not going to go too deep on this because I kind of talked about it on my social media feed, but there's a bodybuilder, his name is Dallas McCarver. And those of you guys who know who Dallas McCarver is, you know that he's an absolute beast. And he passed away today. We found out that he passed away this morning. And he was someone, when I first got my first magazine, he was in it, and I remember there's this amazing pose. I'll try to link it up here, but he was holding up this girl on one arm, and I was like, wow, that's amazing. I want to have shots like that. And so I kind of watched his career grow as he grew and as I grew, and then he apparently choked on his food, which is not what you would expect in his instance. So it just kind of puts it in light that like life is really fragile, and you just, it's cliche, because you say like, oh, you shouldn't take anything for granted. Life day to day, you're gonna take things for granted. You're gonna not look at them the same way. But it kind of like puts into perspective that, you know, anything can happen to anyone. So I just want to send my condolences to him and his family. And there's a link in the bio below. It's the Dallas McCarver Foundation. He had started a foundation to help children in need. Guy was an upstanding guy. I mean, I watched all his interviews, and he was just very, he was a badass, but he was very modest in the sense that he wasn't like, you know, this overly flamboyant personality who was all about himself. You could just tell there was a genuine humility about him. So I'm going to donate to that fund. And if you guys could donate too, it just goes to a good cause, and it kind of gives him some recognition for his life in the sense of what he did for other people, and it will go to a really great cause for that. So I'm going to leave that in the bio, and that's what I want to talk about as something of significance today, because it kind of like put me back. I was like, wow, like that's a big deal. Someone who was like 25, 26 to pass away at that age is just really tragic. But yeah, so that's what I want to talk about. I didn't want to go too much in it. I don't want to go too deep, but I wanted to end the vlog this way with something that might cast a good light on it. So this is Brian Pickowicz, BP Fitness. Like I said, if you guys want, get your shirts off, Pick Fitness, 30% off. Or if you want, you can donate to the Dallas McCarver fund too in the bio. So appreciate you guys tuning in. Give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I will see you in the next video. Boom, Zeus.